Typhoon Labuyo is on its way farther from land after plowing through a wide area of Luzon. The weather disturbance has slightly intensified and is now over the West Philippine Sea. For the latest on Labuyo, here's Professor Edmund Rosales. Good evening, Prof.
Good evening, Robert. Classes were suspended in many schools in Metro Manila and other provinces here in Luzon, while not less than 10 domestic flights were also cancelled due to Typhoon Labuyo that hit Luzon today. According to Pag-asa, Typhoon Labuyo so far is the strongest typhoon to hit the country this year. Good evening. Here is our weather forecast for tomorrow and an update with Typhoon Labuyo. Typhoon Labuyo has accelerated and intensified slightly as it moves over the West Philippine Sea. As of 4 p.m. today, the eye of Typhoon Labuyo was located at 230 kilometers northwest of Baguio City or 200 kilometers west of Sinait, Ilocos Sur, with maximum sustained winds of 150 kilometers near the center and gustiness reaching up to 185 kilometers per hour. It is forecast to move northwest at 24 kilometers per hour. Public storm warning signal number 2 is now hoisted over Nueva Vizcaya, Ifugao, Mountain Province, Benguet, La Union, and Pangasinan. Winds of 61 to 100 kilometers per hour is expected in at least 24 hours. While public storm warning signal number 1 is still raised over Abra, Kalinga, Apayao, Isabela, Aurora, Quirino, Nueva Ecija, Tarlac, Ilocos Norte, Pampanga, Bataan, and Zambales. Winds of 45 to 60 kilometers is expected within the next 36 hours. Public storm warning signals elsewhere are now lifted, including here in Metro Manila. Estimated rainfall amount is from 4 to 15 millimeters per hour, and that is moderate to heavy within the 600-kilometer diameter of the typhoon. Residents in low-lying and mountainous areas under signal number 2 and 1 are alerted against possible flash floods and landslides. Likewise, those living in coastal areas under signal number 2 are alerted against storm surges. Typhoon Labuyo will enhance the southwest monsoon, which will bring moderate occasional heavy rains over the western section of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. The provinces of Ilocos Sur, Mountain Province, La Union, Benguet, Ifugao, Nueva Vizcaya, and Pangasinan will experience stormy weather with rough to very rough seas, while Ilocos Norte, Abra, Kalinga, Apayao, Aurora, Quirino, Nueva Vizcaya, Tarlac, Bataan, Zambales, and Pampanga will have rains and gusty winds with moderate to rough seas. Typhoon Labuyo is expected to leave the Philippine area of responsibility tonight or tomorrow early morning. Tomorrow afternoon, it is expected to be at 480 kilometers northwest of Baguio City or outside the Philippine area of responsibility and will be known as Typhoon Utor. Metro Manila and the rest of the country will be cloudy with light to moderate rain showers and thunderstorms as Typhoon Labuyo will enhance the southwest monsoon. Moderate to strong winds blowing from the southwest will prevail over the rest of the country, and the coastal waters along these areas will be moderate to rough. Pag-asa also issued a gale warning over the northern seaboard of northern Luzon. Affected provinces are Batanes and Cagayan, including Calayan and Babuyan group of islands. Over the western and southern seaboards of southern Luzon, Masbate, Burias Island, Cavite, Mindoro, Batangas, Marinduque, Palawan, and Romblon. For the western seaboard of Visayas, Negros Occidental, Guimaras, Iloilo, Capiz, Aklan, and Antique. And for the eastern seaboard of southern Luzon, Quezon Province, including Pulillo Island, also affected. Rough to very rough sea conditions with 3.4 to 4.5 meter high waves are expected along these areas. Fishing boats and other small sea crafts are advised not to venture out into the sea, while larger sea vessels are alerted against big waves. And that is our latest update with Typhoon Labuyo. Robert?
Professor, is it true that Typhoon Labuyo is the strongest typhoon so far this year? And amongst the provinces hit by Typhoon Labuyo, which suffered the most damages?
Yes, Robert. According to Pag-asa, Typhoon Labuyo is so far the strongest typhoon to hit the country this year with maximum sustained winds, wind speed of 175 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness reaching up to 200 kilometers per hour just before hitting landfall over Aurora province this morning. So far, as of the initial assessment made by NDRRMC, the province of Aurora suffered the most damages. As expected, Aurora province is where Typhoon Labuyo made its landfall here in Luzon. Aurora was hit when Typhoon Labuyo was at its maximum strength with 170 kilometers per hour winds and gustiness reaching up to 200 kilometers per hour. Typhoon Labuyo has slightly weakened as it crossed Luzon after crossing through the Sierra Madre Mountains.
Now, Professor, why is it that Typhoon Labuyo is getting stronger again after passing over Luzon?
Typhoons or any tropical cyclones loses their energy once it hits landfall and gains its energy again once it's over the open sea. The moisture from the open sea is the source of its energy that will make typhoon like Labuyo to gain its strength again.
How many typhoons are we still expecting, Professor, this month of August and up to the end of this year?
For the month of August, we normally expect 3 to 4 typhoons every year. Labuyo is second after Jolina. So far, we're still expecting 2 more typhoons this month and 3 to 4 more typhoons in the month of September. And after that, 4 to 5 more typhoons from October to December. We normally experience an average of 20 to 21 typhoons every year here in the country. Robert?
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Edmond Rosales, for that weather update.